Her lymph nodes, so it's early, but her lymph node, there's one under her right chin that feels big, and then the one on her left shoulder is a little bit prominent, and then that behind her left leg is also big. So she's just coming out of remission now. I saw her 2.5-ish weeks ago, and her lymph nodes were normal, so they definitely feel different today. So at least, it's on the earlier side. But I know it's not the best news, so I'm sorry.
Skye? After a pretty painful day, finally sat down and just ate some dinner. How are you feeling?
Burnt out.
Understatement, yeah.
Drained. It's been a long day.
Yeah. Well, it's late at night, and I think Lila and I finally just sat down, ate some dinner, and got to sink in and feel everything that happened today. We're going to clean up from dinner, catch our breath for a second, and then sit down and talk to you guys and update you guys on everything that went down today. We're at 800.
What?
Yeah.
What?
We're at 800.
Who just donated? Good girl.
The last time you guys saw us sit on this couch and talk to you guys, it wasn't good news. And today's kind of the same thing. Skye's been sick for probably about 8 days now. And it got to the point where we knew something wasn't right and she was acting really odd. But 2 weeks ago, she went to her vet appointment and she was still in remission. So we didn't think it was anything crazy. But we went today, and I'm not crying this time. And she is out of remission as of today, officially, which left us with a lot of questions and uncertainty, and you guys are literally Skye's family as well, so it's only right that we keep you guys updated. I've been posting on my Instagram story, updating a lot throughout the day, but you guys deserve a formal video considering she's basically your kid as well. You guys love her just as much as us, so.
She has 80,000 sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, you name it.
Grandma, grandpas, all that. But that leads you guys with a lot of questions, and we're aware of that. We're gonna try to answer all of them with not making a lengthy video whatsoever, just getting to the point, so you guys are updated and aware of the situation. But Skye, when she first got diagnosed, I said we were doing no GoFundMes, nothing, and we didn't need any sort of financial help because she was going through the research study at Cummings School of Veterinary, which is associated with Tufts University. Am I okay to say that?
I think so, yeah, because they take donations as well. It was a completely funded program, and unfortunately, about 4 months ago, since we're in another recession, as most of you probably know, the funding was pulled. So when the funding was pulled, they had to stop all of Skye's medications and treatments.
But she was already in remission.
But she was already a year into remission at that point.
Yeah.
That was like her year appointment, her yearly mark, whatever you want to call it, anniversary, I guess, of being in remission. And so that was not a fun appointment, going in for her 1-year checkup. To find out that they can't give her anything else.
Hey, so the study was cut.
The study was cutty. We're trying to make light.
We're delusional.
We've had a long day.
It's been really bad. I don't think we have any tears left, to be fair.
No.
But
so the funding was pulled.
Yeah.
And her treatment stopped, but she was still in remission for 4 months, no treatment. And us, her vets, everybody, they were kind of in shock mostly that she was still
In
like
remission
kicking,
still.
not to swear, but like kicking cancer's ass.
Yeah.
Still. And but then so this past 8 days or so, she was really sick. Anytime she ate, she was getting sick. She looked like she was about 12 years old. You could just tell in her face, like, she just, like, didn't look good. And she also, a few nights ago, when I was cleaning up the kitchen, she would not leave my side. She was in between my legs doing the dishes. So we knew something was wrong because she, like, was glued to my hip. And then this morning, we had an appointment to go because Becca, mostly, she knows Skye since the day that she brought her home. She knew something immediately was wrong. So we got her in, and that's when they told us she was out of remission. She did all of her checkups, and then they brought us to the room. We were in the waiting room for her.
I totally didn't cry my eyes out.
Oh, yeah, totally not crying at all day. But, so we were in the waiting room. She was in there for about, it was supposed to be like a 30-minute appointment. They told us that she was out of remission.
They gave us they told us what we were, like, what the next steps were and options. And, of course, being Lila and Becca, we went with the best option to give her the most longevity of life.
And we knew it was going to be expensive when they told us the amount. So when they brought us back after the 30 minutes of our normal checkup, they kind of explained what the next steps would be. And so basically, the chemo option that we took, there's of course no hesitation. She's going back on the original chemo that she started on, but it's out of pocket because the funding was pulled from the study. But it's for 4 treatments for every 3 weeks. So over the next 12 weeks, she'll go for 3-week periods and get treated. And then from there on out, she'll just be on medication. But from the other dogs that have been in that study, they've seen, hence why we chose this option, was they had seen that these dogs were getting at least half of their remission time, if not the full amount or more.
So she was in remission for how many months?
A year and 4 months. So we should get about 8 months, fingers crossed, if not more, because she's been reacting so well. She's taken this whole process like a champ. So knock on wood, but since she's so tough, maybe we'll get another 1.5 years with her. They kind of reassured us on that too, that she's handled everything so well that there's no reason why we wouldn't get a little bit of a longer period. Hence why we went with that option too.
There's so much in the air still. Like, we're saying this, but we don't really know.
She could have a bad reaction. We don't know. And of course, if she has a bad reaction, the chemo stops, and that's when we have to decide what we'll do from there.
It's 8:20. You can't say it. It's
8:26.
8:26 at night, and we found out at
9:30 this morning.
9:30 this morning. So we don't know everything yet, but this is what we know. And I told you guys from the get-go, when I first told you guys a year plus ago about her cancer, I was going to keep you guys posted throughout the entire journey. So this is the biggest update we've had in a very long time, and it's not a great one, but we're gonna see how it works. It's been such an emotional and physical draining ride the past year and 4 or 5 months now.
The wrong breathing, the wrong whatever. We're like, is Skye okay?
It's like
we're on our toes all the time,
24/7.
But
it's draining, but it's so worth everything, and we're so grateful that we were able to not be able to pay anything for the research study. But now that the research study has ended, we're in a really, like, a spot that we weren't expecting to be in ever with this whole thing. But that's just
the reason why we went. I don't know if you remember from the original video, but that's why we went with the study option, was because chemo is so expensive.
Yeah. But look at this girl. She's
out of it right now. She was sedated today. She was in there for like 3 hours. She doesn't feel good.
She's gonna have
pumped up on chemo. She's coming off of being sedated. She's tired. She's medicated heavily right now.
Yeah, if you can't tell, she's
literally on top of us. So
she just wants to sleep, and so we're gonna probably get in bed right now and call it a night.
Just lay with her. But
I just wanted to update you guys. So sorry we look like this right now.
I know, and we are grateful for everything that all of you have done with Skye. The amount of support that we've been getting throughout this entire process, not just from the last 12 hours that we've posted about it, but the entire last 1.5 years, everyone's been so supportive, and love Skye just as much as we do at this point. We get people that just DM us randomly on a random Wednesday and say, we love you, Skye. Hope Skye's doing well. So we appreciate all of your comments and all of your support.
Yeah, that's it. Skye and I are going on a trip in a day or two. I need to figure out logistics, but she's going to be okay to travel, and the vet recommends to, keep doing what I've been doing and give her the best life we can. And
time to start really knocking off some bucket list things.
Yeah, we're going to really start going crazy and do a lot of cool things, even more than we have the past, year plus with her. So just, she's around, she's here. We're going to see how she responds to the chemo in 3 weeks for check-in, and I'll keep you guys posted. I won't be making a dedicated video throughout the process, but I'll be talking about it when I do upload on like Sundays and update you guys when I can. And on Instagram, I'll be updating you guys. I know I said I didn't want to do GoFundMe, but that was when she was in the research study, and now she's not. Financially, it's huge.
It's gonna be a lot.
And I've had maybe like 3,000 people reach out to me since the beginning of this all to start a GoFundMe, and I think now is the time. A year plus into this, a year and a half almost, it's time to ask for a little bit of help. And if you can't help us and donate money, that's okay. We
don't feel
please
upset that you can't.
share
Just send
the link
Skye
if
your
you
love
can.
and prayers. Share
Yeah.
it. Send her love. Do what you gotta do. But
do a prayer if you need to. Share the link if you can't donate, and that's all we could ever ask for. We're not looking for much. So
she's drooling.
she's drooling like crazy right now.
I think we need to get her to bed.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the hay. It's been a really emotional day, but yeah, just wanted to update you guys and see you for our
Regularly
scheduled content. Oh my god.
We're tired.
Alright, I love you guys. Skye loves you, Lila loves you. I'll catch you beautiful people on the next one.
You did good.
I didn't cry.
No, your cheeks are so red.
Are they? I just didn't want to cry again.